Welcome to the Full Spectrum. Tonight, I have a pretty interesting article. Well, a few articles actually, all by Atle Staalesen. Sorry if I saw that name, of the Barent Observer. Now, these are really interesting. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of this, but Russia has been doing a lot of really northern sea route passages of cargo and other things like that. And they're really trying to capitalize on this new route. It is a lot shorter for them, but I mean, it's going through a lot of ice. And don't worry just yet. I know this picture looks bad, and also, the first title of this article, 2 icebreakers are on the way to rescue ice-locked ships on the northern sea route. This is a huge logistical problem, right? But it is really interesting to see what Russia specifically has been doing. And they're actually using these really, really large, actually really just awesome and badass icebreakers. And they're actually nuclear powered to essentially break routes out for other larger cargo ships to follow through their broken ice. Really interesting. But as we can see with some of these articles, since basically last November, the 15 ships that for the last 2 weeks have been ice locked in Russia Arctic waters, sea release coming as a second icebreaker makes its way into the East Siberian Sea. Now, this was in November of last year, but it's really interesting to see this new tactic being implemented and actually coming forth. I think it's actually really smart, but also I just get a lot of Shackleton vibes of all these ships getting stuck in ice. But, and I also wonder how fast the ice freezes back over. I'm really not too sure. Is all this new traffic going to cause even further problems with climate change and things like that? I'm not really too sure. I think it's still pretty cool to see these awesome giant ships, these LK-60 icebreaker, these nuclear powered icebreakers, be escorting all these ships through what used to be extremely dangerous and treacherous places of the world to even go to or visit or get to, for that matter. So I think this is really interesting stuff. And, Russia's doing some really grand planning here, it seems, with these northern ice routes and northern Arctic routes, I should say. Most of them involve ice, though, especially in these times of years where there's not really a lot of sunlight and it gets really cold. But according to this newest article on January 17th, I guess it's not the thickness of the ice that's the problem. It's just the ice compression with all the winds blowing down. It's really interesting stuff. I wonder if other countries are going to follow suit. Especially America and probably Canada, I'd imagine, are ones that are very interested in routes like this. Obviously, other countries are as well. In this picture right here, Finnish bulk carrier Kampola escorted through the East Siberian Sea. I'm not sure what icebreaker that is that's escorting them, but I wouldn't be too surprised if a lot of these really, really awesome LK-60s are doing a lot of the heavyweight pulling. It's really awesome, incredible. I'd much rather be stuck on a nuclear powered icebreaker stuck in, the ice. Although I'm not sure if these things are actually getting stuck by the sounds of it. But when you're escorting a lot of other ships, I can only imagine how crazy it is to be stuck in a situation like this where you can't move at all and the ice is bearing down on you. And how long, your ship can last under that immense pressure of the ice coming against the ship. I mean, these ships are definitely much, much stronger than Shackleton ship, for example. I mean, they're massive, massive hulls made of steel, So very interesting, though. I just thought I'd bring this up to everybody's attention and see what you guys think about it. Do you think that we're going to be seeing a lot more congestion and also competition in the Arctic? This is definitely the new front for a lot of natural resources and things like that. So I know Russia has big plans, clearly, as they continue to build even more LK-60s. So What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think America should be catching up on their icebreaker game and maybe some more nuclear powered ships? I think these nuclear powered ships are awesome. It's a great way to, for the most part, safely and effectively, as long as you're operating them correctly, be cutting down world pollution and things like that. Maybe cutting to the ice is not the best way for climate change. I actually don't know, though. If anybody does, please let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested in this whole subject. I think it's very neat. It's very cool. I just thought that you guys would enjoy this. Thanks for coming and watching the full spectrum. If you liked this little clip, make sure to like and subscribe, or if you don't, dislike. Do your thing, and I'm looking forward to doing more videos, and I hope that you are as well. Thanks.